Today is the day that we figure out why this guy is one of the most iconic characters in all of Fortnite. Banana Man, known as the one and only Peely. It was in Season 2, Fortnite really showed us the fun direction they were taking the game. They started introducing weird items like the Chug Jug.
I really love to chug with you.
And the campfire and impulse grenades. So the game became kind of addicting just because of how goofy they were taking it. Now they did have some fun skins like the Skull Trooper and the Black Knight, but overall there was really no storyline for like the first half a year. And they most certainly were still working out all the glitches and the coding issues. It wasn't until Season 5 that we really started to see a storyline, and that's where you started seeing some things like the Cube, which is often referred to as Kevin.
Insane. Oh! It's like a trampoline.
Then there was the introduction to the first member of the Seven, the Visitor, followed by the introduction of the Ice King and that whole storyline. So Fortnite was really starting to take off. And you also had Ninja, who had more people watching him than like the 7 o'clock news. So with Season 8 right around the corner, it was a perfect time to bring in the most likable character since Pikachu, and that's Peely. When Epic Games released this gem, I'm not sure if they really knew what they had. Then again, maybe they did. He started showing up everywhere, like in cinematic videos and even toy stores. Now, obviously, you'd have to be pretty ballsy to compete in a $100,000 tournament with a giant yellow banana costume, but it didn't stop some people from trying. Now, with trading cards, Peely is one of those cards you can get super excited about when you finally get it. Many would argue he's on the same level as the Black Knight, if not even better. Now, prices wouldn't suggest that yet, but there's a lot of people that have made up their mind in that regard. Pulling a Peely Hollow is definitely something to be proud of. Getting a crystal shard, though, that's a whole nother level of excitement. Now, today is June 14th, 2022, and at this time, we basically have 6,400 total Fortnite cards graded in Series 1. That is just enough cards to complete a full set 3 times. Because remember, there's 2,110 cards. Multiply that by 3. That's only 6,330 cards. Now, obviously, some cards are graded more than others, so there's no real way to make a complete set. So with all things considered, there's not a lot of Fortnite cards graded. So in total, we have 85 base Peelys, of which 50 are PSA 10s. If we compare this to the first edition Yellow Cheek Pikachu, it's safe to say we're pretty good in terms of scarcity. Now, I've watched a lot of unboxings, and Peely is definitely shy. Does not come around that often. Next, if we look at the potential USA Hollows, we have a grand total of 63 graded with 45 PSA 10s. Considering there are probably 500 to 1,000 diehard collectors and probably another 5,000 to 10,000 casual collectors, this is definitely not a lot of cards. Now, once we move into the Elite Collection, the USA Peely Crystal Shard, there is a grand total of 13 PSA 10s, and this is after 3 years. There has only been a grand total of 21 USA Crystal Shards graded, and there is a possibility that this number is actually a little higher than it's supposed to be. Quick synopsis, PSA definitely messed up in the beginning. Now, to put that in perspective, the rarest Pikachu Pokemon card, as far as I know, is the Pikachu Illustrator card. And from my research, there are only 29 ever created. So we are still ahead of Pikachu Illustrator in terms of scarcity. I don't foresee this lasting forever, so most definitely a card you want to keep your eye out for. Now, obviously, the quality control is a little bit better on the Peely than the Illustrator card. Another really special card is this beauty right here. A friend of mine in our trading group managed to send his Peelys to get the original digital artist of Peely to sign his cards. Him and his son have been serious investors in the hobby, so this is just a cherry on top of an already impressive collection. I would argue that Peely is more recognizable by people that have not played the game than the Black Knight.